Welcome to the warm-up, everybody, for the Kevin Calabro show. We do this video every day before the show to lay out exactly what we've got. What do you think of that lineup?
That is a jam-packed lineup. That's a rock'em sock'em lineup right there, Jim.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about David Stern, who the commissioner talked to David Aldridge of TNT, had some comments about the New Orleans situation, the Sacramento situation, and he also talked briefly about Seattle. What'd you make of those remarks? I wasn't necessarily encouraged about Seattle, increasing Seattle's hopes of getting a team, but I wasn't discouraged either.
I was a little bit discouraged, to be honest. I'm not completely down in the dumps, but it certainly didn't sound good, and obviously part of that's the news that's coming out of Sacramento. It looks like they're going to get a stay of execution on this deadline. There's been a joint statement released by Kevin Johnson, the mayor of Sacramento, and David Stern about making a deal happen that would make sense for both sides, and the Maloof brothers, Kevin Johnson and David Stern, are all going to meet in Orlando this weekend, so unless they get into
they postponed the city council meeting too. I don't know what that was all about, because the NBA deadline is March 1st. The city council meeting was supposed to meet on next Tuesday to talk about the term sheet for the plans for the new arena and all of that, and then they postponed it to March 6th, which obviously is after March 1st. So I don't know. I mean, I think it seems to me that there's going to be some wiggle room on this deadline. So we'll see.
Not good news for us.
We'll talk more about that when we come back. Is that what we do there? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Forget cable, switch to Frontier. The Fios Triple Play brings dedicated 100% fiber optics to your home. Fios TV, 15x5 internet and digital phone for $108.50 per month with 2-year price protection plan on qualifying service. FrontierPacificNW.com.
Welcome back to the warm-up. Talking about the Kings situation, the Hornets situation, what it means for Seattle. We'll also have all kinds of talk. I want to find out about, and you can tell me this now because I don't think I'm going to bring it up on the show. What's the streak? You covered the Husky women's basketball team. What's the streak that they have against the Cougars, and when do they play? Are they playing Saturday?
Sunday, yeah.
On Sunday. What is it, like 53 in a row that they've beaten the Cougars?
It's 35 in a row. It dates back to the mid-'90s. There are some freshmen on the team that were born the last time Washington State beat Washington in women's basketball. One of the lesser-known streaks in the area.
Well, is June Doherty, does she have a shot to end the 35-game streak
I'm sure
on Saturday?
There's a lot of people watching
Sunday. What is it, Sunday, Saturday?
Sunday at high noon. Be there.
Okay. I don't have transition out of that.
You can do it.
Should I have transition out of that?
Give it a shot.
Here's what we're doing on the show. We won't be talking Husky women's basketball. I can promise you that. We will not be doing that. We'll be talking to Trevor Guyton at 3:45. Who's Trevor Guyton? He's a fellow Redmond High School graduate who played at Cal the last 4 years, and he's an NFL draft prospect. We'll have him at 3:45. Clayton at 4. How about this? 4:30. We'll ask James Paxton if he thinks he's the next Michael Pineda. Are you going to ask him that? Am I going to ask him that? That's what the tease said we were going to ask him.
Well, I think the tease said that you were going to ask him that.
Okay, well, I'll ask him that. And we'll see if Paxton has a dog. I might ask him about that, too.
Ooh.
And then David Aardsma, a popular Mariner closer, has now signed with the New York Yankees, no longer in Mariner blue. What was his situation anyway? Was he a free agent?
No, he had Tommy John surgery in late July, and he won't even start throwing until this coming July. So the Yankees made a move to sign him to a deal with a club option, a 1-year contract with a club option, and they're looking forward to him contributing next year as opposed to this year, although they haven't ruled out him coming back. Typically it's a 12-month recovery from Tommy John, and a lot of guys take it anywhere between 12 to 15 months. So Yankees have him, and he will likely pitch next year, although again they're not ruling it out.
When did he pitch last?
Well, he had the surgery July 22nd, I believe, of last summer, so a little bit before that. Obviously he was on the DL, and remember he went through a couple of different opinions and had to get things checked out. It's been a while since Aardsman's been on a mound, and it's going to be a while until he gets back on a mound.
Yeah, great guy. We'll have him on at 5:30. We'll see what he thinks about joining the Yankees, where he'll be teammates with Michael Pineda. That's the show. Join us at 3 o'clock. Thank you very much. Good night. So long.
What if somebody watches this in the morning or in the afternoon?
Well, good morning then. Good afternoon.